Hello everyone and welcome to the first Inter-Blue tournament, here hosted by myself, Jintan, and my co-host, Ladle Theravada. Ladle?
Hello.
So today we're going to be seeing the first match, with the blue side being EOS Cannon's Madness and Mayhem team against Thorma Dragons, the Old Bold Bittervets team.
The latter team being made out of primarily Victus pilots, while the EOS team is made up from Volt and CBA pilots.
And the other team being... And as we can see, both of them have brought very drone-heavy setups, so we're going to see a lot of maneuvering and probably a lot of shooting of drones. So this is going to be a very skill-based fight, as people are going to have to keep an eye on damage, not only their own ships, but also how many drones they've got left and what damage types they're going to be able to inflict on that.
They are pretty much mirrored setups, really. Yeah. Except that the Madness and Mayhem team has gone for a bit more DPS, while the bitter old Bittervets have gone for a more E-War.
Okay, and with that, we're going to kick things off. So, teams, get ready. We're going to do the countdown now.
We're ready.
While he does the countdown, you can probably see on your screen that the red team has gone in closer. That's the
I'm doing the countdown over global now. I'm going to do the countdown over global. So
yes,
yeah,
go ahead.
Cool.
Global, we got a DC.
Oh.
And we have a DC.
We have a DC. Okay, blue team's had a DC. We're going to wait for them to get that stuff back before we do the countdown. Sorry about the false start there.
Meanwhile, I can just continue saying what I was supposed to. You see that the red team has sent their two bigger ships, the Battlecruiser and the Battleship, up close, 10 respectively 20, with their support over at more than 50. What? Jin? What?
Yeah, they're out at 70. Like I said, this is a 100 km arena for this time.
Yeah, okay, so they're allowed to warp at 70. Okay, I missed that in the rules, sorry. While on the other hand, you have the Madness and Mayhem team, which shows go into 30 and 50 respectively. Which shows that we were discussing it before the match began here, that we'll probably be seeing the heavier DPS team, drone heavy DPS with Myrmidon and Vexor and Alagos, drop their drones and move away from the fight. While the Armageddon and Prophecy team will probably looking at getting up close more. So a little bit more kitey from the blue team as well.
Yeah, we can also see how the angles of the warping have really changed this. They've actually put the DPS, the support blob of the blue team a lot closer to the red team than was anticipated, which may play into how this game goes. So we're just going to quickly reorganize and relock Zoe, and then we're going to be off. Let me know when you're done, Lil.
I'm completely done.
Okay.
I believe I need to lock up that Griffin before he dies.
Yeah.
Let's hope he dies early. No one likes a Griffin.
Yeah. So, everyone ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, let's see how they start moving. We see the red team dropping bouncers.
Oh, so it's a sentry setup then, it looks like, from the red team.
Yeah, while the blue team drops infiltrators and ogres. Okay, so we
can see the Griffin burning off at a dangerous speed. He's getting very close to the edge there. He's going to watch out, or he might boundary violate. And a boundary violation means a disqualification for the whole team. Okay. So it's
Maximum Decimus in the Prophecy in the red team is now taking fire. And the Griffin is starting to take fire in the blue team as well. Yeah.
Looks like it's just supporting guns on that Griffin.
Falling. Holy shit.
Yeah, that Prophecy is getting melted. I assume that there's some sort of locks going, some sort of jams going on, because the red team, the blue team has yet to apply very much DPS at all. Sorry, the red team has applied very much DPS at all, only just getting into the shield tank of Botius Myrmidon, and that thing's likely to be active tanked.
Yeah, that Myrmidon is getting muted very heavily, both by the Prophecy and Armageddon from
We
the
can also see
Lady.
some very interesting support piloting there from the Griffin of Zoe, as they've managed to almost completely mitigate that damage. They're not taking anything
Yeah.
anymore, which is...
And you can see that he's actually applying ECM as well.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
some stuff.
Yeah, and in the meanwhile, we see that the Crucifier of Thaumadragon is almost completely useless, being relegated to what essentially amounts as to just chasing away
Yeah, and now he has warriors on him because
Yeah.
Eos in the Vexor went after their support.
Yeah, it
alone.
seems like a little bit of spit fire from Green. They've gone away from that Prophecy and onto the Celestis to try and reduce the damps. It's interesting that none of these teams have brought reps, because T1 rep cruisers are allowed in this tournament.
Yeah.
But it seems like we've got a lot of split fire here. There's a lot of damage being applied to the Clorax as well, probably trying to get some of the
Yeah, it looks as if
anti-support
he
fire
managed
away?
to actually tackle the Corax.
Oh, that's interesting. And we see DPS being put onto the Prophecy as well. So it seems like the Battle Cruiser and the Armageddon are putting all their damage onto the Prophecy. And this seems to be actually what's going on. We've got a support fight going on right in the background there, whilst the main
Yeah.
fight... Well,
the
main
Corax
fight's
is
going ahead.
falling heavily.
Oh, God, yeah, he's going.
That's going to go down now.
First
the red
blood
team
very
uses-
important here.
Yeah.
And there we go. That's first blood to the blue team. So we've got 4 ships left, and obviously the raw amount of ships is what decides this if it comes to a draw.
Looks as if the Algos is taking a bit fire now. But yeah, what you said is true, that the support wing went after... the blue support wing went after the red support
We
wing.
can see the CC Thaumadragon there in the Crucifier just trying to kite away drones as best he can. It looks
Maximus isn't holding his tank anymore in the Prophecy, which he's been doing very nicely. It might be that his ancillary rep, which I'm guessing he had, ran
it
out of
definitely
charges
looks like
there.
that. Oh, and a scram onto the Algos. That could be quite bad as he's attempting to drone kite.
Yeah, it depends on if they can actually.
Oh, and the
get any
Griffin's
DPS
going
on
out.
them.
The Griffin just boundary violated.
Ah, nice, good. Die, Griffin. No one likes a Griffin. But the question is, will the Crucifier boundary violate then too?
That's the real question.
Oh no, he managed to keep inside.
Zoe, you boundary violated. Please get off grid.
Prophecies, slipping
Oh,
slightly
the
into
Celestis
structure
and the
now.
Prophecy are going down very quickly. But will the lack of Griffins,
Yeah.
will the lack of that ECM do anything? It doesn't look like it, as the Celestis is
Yeah,
going
with the
into hull
Prophecy
and
following
gone. And
very
same
closely
with
behind.
the Prophecy. Oh, this
Yeah.
is... Yeah, this
The
is
blue
it's
team
heartbreaking.
is wrecking this at the moment.
Yeah, it just
Uh,
seems like the raw DPS of Algos, Vex, or Myrmidon is just too strong for this composition to deal with.
Yeah, probably. The problem is also that the red team dropped bouncers in the beginning, and I don't think bouncers, unless you plan on running away.
Oh, and
is
has
the good-
Maximus been able to reload his Ansil rep because he's holding again? I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he might have been able to reload his Ansil rep. He might have been dual rep this entire
Oh,
time.
I love the hero
Oh,
stuff.
that's
Love
amazing.
the hero stuff. But they're not really doing anything. Oh,
Oh
there
no, he
there
goes
went.
again. It seems like the blue team's going to be able to wrap this up unless we see an amazing play here from Thalario. He's got to break
Yeah.
through so much, and I don't think it's going to be done. We're not going to DQ you for that boundary violation, by the way.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
now they're
Just a play
switching
gets
over
sent
to Eos Vexor here, hoping to get some points, I'm guessing.
Yeah, hoping to get something out of this deal.
Though they did get the Griffin who boundary violated, of course, but...
Yeah, it's still not ideal. But still,
I'm
we can
curious
just-
why they went for the Myrmidon, because that is probably gonna have the heaviest...
They might have thought that
local
with the
tank.
newts of their Armageddon they could have taken it down.
Yeah,
But then again, the counter newts of a Shade will probably do something towards that. It's an interesting choice, and I can see why they did it, but you want to get as much DPS off the field as you can, in my opinion. They brought an E-War, they brought an very, very E-War heavy comp, and they paid for it in blood, unfortunately.
it looks like they're boosting each other as well.
What there?
Yeah, well, if you look at Armageddon, it seems as if he's giving boosts to the Myrmidon and the Algos.
What? They got they got rappers fit? That's against the rules.
Oh, we'll simply have to find out.
Oh no, one ship can have reps fit. Yeah, sorry, my misreading. Oh yeah, ships can have reps fit in this. So it looks like they've gone for a
Look
really...
at that rep, the lady who did
look
that.
at what the Ladio's doing to that Vexer. He's going down.
Yeah, but Deladio is also flirting with death at the moment. He won't last for much longer. Though when he gets reps, he gets them a lot.
I
They're
think
big
it must
reps.
be a very high resist tank then.
Yeah, it probably is, but that won't matter.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you see.
oh, this is he's hanging in there. He's desperately trying to kill that Vexer before
Come
he
on,
dies.
kill that Vixer.
You know
Come
he can
on.
do it.
But overall, very commanding performance by EOS team.
Oh yeah. The only loss to a boundary violation, didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
And as we saw at the start, that Griffin managing to pilot so well, only just boundary violating right at the end there, which is the only black mark on his record.
Oh, come on, Deladio.
Oh,
I trust in you. Crucifier taking fire now. Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, when you go with Ebor heavy setup, like the one the Thormadragon's team went with, is that if you go up against a team that isn't affected by Ebor, what are you going to do? And there goes Deladio.
and
which
there goes the
is very
Crucifier.
sad. And Thormadragon.
Good fight, everyone. Blue team wins. So, do you have any...
GF.
Every nice show of comradeship from everyone in local, just saying good fights. Looks like we're going to be winding down here. That was a very interesting fight, and I think we're going to see a little more of that drone setup because it seems very, very strong.
Yeah, as I was saying, I mean, if you're not bothered by Ewar, and they did have a Griffin, which is it's a good use of those frigate points. Oh, well, not points, but you know
A
what
good
I mean.
use of the frigate slot, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I think we're gonna see more of those drone teams for that reason, since Ewar can be very effective in small gang warfare, and if you really want to counter it, you have to do something.
Yeah.
Like over DPS them, or I mean, this setup clearly had a ability to out-kite as well if they wanted to. They had no problems catching the Ewar wing of the red team.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, obviously the Algos is probably one of the stronger anti-support ships that can be used there,
Yeah,
just because of the speed of
definitely.
warriors. But okay, cool. Right, well, we'll be with you again shortly for round 2, which is going to be Supreme Dream Meme Team versus Lil Bits.